contribute, get a couple of TD passes, get some rhythm.
It was nice, you always got to be ready, and it's kind of ironic how that moment came on senior night, and it was pretty awesome to get out there and do that.
Like riding a bike? I mean, it's been a while that you got that many continuous reps.
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry, what was it?
Is it like riding a bike? I mean, or is it, how hard is it when you haven't been in there to get a rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've got out there and played some meaningful snaps, but after a few plays you get right back in the rhythm.
Last thing was growth of this team in the last few weeks, especially. What have you seen from the young guys?
It's been huge. You can see the growth at practice. How much better we've gotten at practicing throughout the week, and carrying that over to the game. And I think this game sums it up with being a complete game on both sides of the ball and special teams.
Thanks.
Sean, how cool was that to be able to go out, not only senior day, but able to go out there and do what you did?
Yeah, it was great. Especially it being senior day, and you never know when your number's called, and it's just kind of ironic how it was on senior night.
Kind of happened under. You don't want to see somebody get hurt, but to have your folks there and be able to get back out there, is kind of a cool thing for you.
Yeah, it was awesome to go back out there and go in the huddle and get the fist bump from the linemen, because obviously playing with them last year, and it was pretty special.
What's it been like this year? Obviously, it's been, being a backup's different, but what's it been like?
It's been tough, obviously, with still from that injury from August and the ankle from the Peach Bowl, and just I've kind of just it's one of those things where you just have to be ready, and the situation sucks, but I'm mature enough to understand the situation I'm in, and that's why I prepare every week like I'm gonna play, and that's why I think everybody on this team respects me.
Jim was really complimentary, saying if he was your parent, how proud he would be just the way you handled this whole thing. Maturity-wise, how has that been?
Yeah, that's just credit to my parents, I guess. I grew up in a strict household, and you gotta earn respect. You gotta earn it the hard way, and I just think that's something I've done since I stepped foot in the door here.
What the linemen or those guys say to you when you came into the huddle the first time?
Alec, every time me and Alec used to play together, because we made our first. Well, I know he didn't play in 2014, but our first start against Syracuse last year together, and we just have a little double fist bump. Every time we go out there, a little good luck thing we did.
You feel like everything kind of came back to you pretty
quickly?
Yeah,
it did. After the first play, it's just, especially after the first ball I threw the tape. That's just when I was like, all right, here we go. I'm good.
Well, last time you were out there, you didn't have odd tape. What's it like from there?
He's just him and Nooney, the way they've grown this year. You could just tell how they're just getting more and more comfortable in the offense, and just as players in general.
Has that developed maybe in August, or was that been as the season has progressed?
Well, the thing is, they could, they always had the talent to run the routes and do the right things like you could see in August. But there's so much more to the game that things that guys like Travis and Bobo did so well is like the option routes of when to snap off routes and when not to, and just certain situations and depth of yardage routes. And that's something that as the more experience they get, the better and better they get.
What's it like during the games? Because DeAndre gets banged up all the time. It seems like every game he goes to that tent, comes back, and you got to constantly be ready to go in. Is that kind of bizarre to be kind of bounce back and forth?
Yeah, he's taking a beating this year, and it's just one of those things where I try. If you ever notice on the sidelines, I'm always trying to stay loose because I know you never know when you're going to go in.
Thanks, Sean.
Good.
Hey, Sean.